everyone, welcome back to Blue Ridge Silverhound. Hope everyone's having a phenomenal Friday. Hope you guys are enjoying yourself and you guys are taking it easy today. As we wrap up the week, we got some good stuff on the horizon for you. So I picked up some BU rolls, but one of the most interesting rolls that I've ever picked up is this 2009 P Lincoln Cent Formative Years. And it's actually a full roll of 2009 P, graded by Annex, Mint State 65, red or better. Pretty neat. Doing a little bit of homework, and these sell for about $6 to $8 on eBay. But guess what? I got a little surprise for you. We're going to crack this thing open. We're going to look at the coins individually. And we're going to see if we can find some of these absolutely stunning double die reverses. And if you don't know what I mean, I actually pulled out the Cherry Picker's Guide. 2009, and there's also a 09S proof double die. But as you can see, the double die is simply an extra thumb on every single one. Somehow, some way, there's an extra finger. This one is actually at the bottom, so that one's a little bit different. But there is a huge amount of doubled, tripled thumb coins. Now, that one right there is the proof, okay, so that's not going to apply in this one. So these only show up on the Philadelphia minted coins, so that's what we're looking at here. And believe it or not, I've cracked open a bunch of US Mint rolls of the 2009, and I've found a ton of these in there. So to give you kind of a little bit of a backstory of these rolls, these are actually coins that were at one point derived from the US Mint rolls. So people would submit the full rolls to Annex, okay? It's the only company that would actually certify a full roll. It's kind of a brave kind of endeavor because there's no guarantee that all the coins are Mint State 65. This coin here on the end has a few carbon spots. I don't know if you can see it, but we're going to open this roll, and it's a nice encapsulation with simply a shrink wrap, and you have this label just sitting in there. But we're going to open this up. As a matter of fact, we're going to do it on video. So I have my trusty X-Acto knife blade. And right here, you can see the film. See as I lift it? So I put a little mark in it so it's ready to peel. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm excited. I haven't opened up one of these 09 Formative Years rolls in quite some time. I would say that because the prices have been spiking on them, just speculators and treasure hunters, looking for those double dies. Yeah, they've been going after them pretty furiously. So the prices have most certainly jumped on these particular rolls. So I got this one for, let's see, I think the price tag's still on there. It's right there, but it's a $2 is what we're looking at on the price that I paid for this. But this is a really neat encapsulation. I haven't personally seen one of these before, so this is going to be kind of a nice treat. But we're going to go ahead and just pull that puppy off. Actually, it's a label on there, so it's stuck on there. It's not going anywhere. So let me see if I can cut this label here just a tad. Make sure we're good. Pretty good stuff. I saw this. I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm going to buy that. And hopefully the dealer is not going to hold me over the coals on the price of this thing. I was expecting him to say $6 to $8. And he's like, oh, yeah, $2. There we go. So that cap just comes off, and then you have this little ring right here. So before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and put on I have a nitrile glove that I'll be handling the coins with. I'll be holding the roll on the other, but we're going to go and look underneath the magnifier on this one. We're going to look at every coin. So this might be a 15-20 minute video. So you guys stay tuned and enjoy. Let's see what we come out. All right, guys, doing a little microscope check here to make sure that our image looks good and we're ready to go. By the way, these coins look absolutely phenomenal. So I am hopeful that we'll find a few of them in here. I've had tons of success finding this particular double die. Actually, there's a whole bunch of doubled thumbs on the reverse of the 2009. God, man, I gotta get this focus just right. That looks pretty good. What do you think, guys? All right, so let's go ahead and dive right into this. And let's see. These coins are absolutely stunning. So the first example that we see here looks like we don't have anything of note, but that's okay. Generally, out of a roll, I've been lucky enough to find a few. Okay, you're not gonna, you know, blow it out of the water. Jeez, that might work right there. Let's see. Okay, lighting. Okay. So hopefully this will work. But these coins are so shiny. They are so bright and shiny. It's crazy. Let's see. We may not need the light at all. Yeah. So if you guys hear a dog barking in the background, it's a neighbor's dog. Oh, look at that. He's got a little scab on his elbow there. On his forearm. But let's see. Nothing right there to kick things off. Let's go ahead and dive into coin number 2. And this one is, yeah, nothing right there. As you can see, the biggest problem with these dates of coins, there's another tiny little die chip. Yeah, these milky kind of rinse spots all over the place. Every single coin is going to have some sort of affliction of that type. All right, so next one here, don't see anything, so we'll move on. And there's no other place to check, not on the obverse, you know, with Lincoln or otherwise. So this one right here, yeah, that same die chip on his forearm. That's crazy. I wonder if there's other die chips around the coin here. But it looks like it might be from the actual same die. So let's check and see how many of these coins exhibit that little tiny die chip on the forearm. So here's the next one here, and I don't see anything noteworthy. So we're gonna move on. All we have to do is find maybe 1 or 2, and it'll be worth it. Obviously, because they're a good seller online. They sell between $10 and $15 for some of the good ones. So nothing here. So we're gonna move on. This will be a relatively quick video, so I'm hopeful we could crank this thing out here in short order, because we're just going through one coin after another. Yeah, at the very beginning, the onset of the video, you know, I spent about 10 minutes talking about the roll. Okay, so there's one there. Nothing. Oh, there's that die chip right on the forearm again. It looks like it's a little bit smaller than the other one. But we don't see anything there. So we're moving on. All right. Yeah, nothing here. Yeah, these rolls have spiked up quite a bit recently. They're starting to dry up. Okay, whether they're bank rolls or actual U.S. Mint style rolls, they're kind of drying up out there. So the prices, while they're still reasonable, these would make a great long-term investment. You know, I'd probably pick up, maybe if I could and had the ability to find quite a few of them, That one has a tiny, tiny die chip right there on the arm. Yeah, pick these up for a reasonable price, then, that'd be a great investment. Especially if you could get them for around $2 to $3 a piece, bulk-wise, then you will be in good shape. So no extra thumb there. Nope, nothing here. Nothing here, guys. Nope. And then I'll probably end up packaging it back up and then giving it to my daughter. She loves pennies. Because aside from that, they're worth a cent a piece, So if it was something older, like a 1960s roll, this one has a big old spot right on the hand, so does not look like or appear that there is a double die there. They might all be from the same 2 or 3 dies. Because the rule of thumb is if you go through about 5 coins, like see, this one has that die chip right on the forearm again. So more than likely this, I don't know. More than likely you're going to have a number of coins from maybe 2 different dies. With that being said, you're probably not going to be able to find a double dies out of this, which would be kind of a unique situation, because I normally don't skunk out on these type of rolls. Of course, this is just one roll. I've actually been through bank boxes of these things. I made a ton of money flipping these doubled thumbs. Especially when they became a cherry picker's guide variety after the sixth edition came out. Man, these things were shooting up in value. The actual double dies, coins that generally I would sell for about $5, I was selling for about $10 to $12 after that newest edition came out, and then it was just, I don't know, it became kind of like a house of fire. Which is nice. It's good, because I was holding on for, probably about $30, $40 face in 2009s. And there were a number of speculators buying up the rolls, and a lot of it disappeared. You can still find them online. eBay, you'll find them, whether they're a reasonable price or not. Probably not. I see them all the time for about $7, $8 on there. So yeah, same die chip right on the forearm. Which leads me to believe that there is probably coins that are represented by about 2 or 3 different dies, none of which have the multiple thumb double die reverse. And we're just gonna go ahead and look through them. You never know when one will sneak in there for you. It's happened before. Yeah, die chip around the forearm. But that's how you do it. You go through the rolls, see what's in there. Yep, nothing there. Tiny die chip around the arm. Nothing magnificent, but it's neat to see that little diagnostic there. It's kind of its own fingerprint for a specific die, It's like, hey, we cranked out 200,000 coins from this die with this little tiny die chip on the forearm. Yeah, we're almost done. It goes by quick when you're just zipping right through them. That double thumb, I'm serious. It'll slap you in the face. It's that strong. There's that die chip. It will slap you in the face. It is that strong. That's why they're so popular. And that's why ultimately it became a cherry picker's guide variety, is because of that strength in the doubling. And, believe it or not, for this particular date, there's probably 90 or so various doubled thumbs, double dies for the 2009 P formative years. Lincoln sent. That's funny. The one that I love most is the extra thumb that looks like a skeletal finger. It's the most craziest thing I've ever seen. Most crazy. Crazy. Yeah, there's a few of them that look like that. It looks like a skeleton finger, which is really neat. I think it's pretty neat, but it's okay. At the very least, I got to show you guys, the slabbed roll. And by the way, I've actually skunked out on these rolls from the mint. So, this one, again, has coins represented from about 2 or 3 different dies. So if you get a set of dies that have absolutely no doubling or anything, that's going to make this coin, sets itself apart from the rest, then, it's just going to be a regular coin. Okay, they do exist, even though there's dozens of double dies. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes this one. You know what? We didn't find anything this time around, but you can't win them all. That's for sure. It's just one roll, too. So I want to thank you guys for joining in. As always, check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Keep an eye out on those 2009 P. It has to be a Philadelphia minted formative years Lincoln sent. It's where Lincoln and his younger, much hairless-faced self is sitting on a log, reading a book. He's got an axe and all that stuff. But there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and give me a great big like. I appreciate all of your support and all the views. Thank you again. You guys have a wonderful evening. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.